Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through small notations. So this is going to be really a small lecture. So I'll be just introducing you small notations. Okay. So small notations, I think in last lecture we have gone through the asymptotic notations, right? So the version small removal from those asymptotic notations is nothing but the small notations. So small notations are nothing but without equal to in the previous cases. So in previous cases we calculated for big O, omega and theta, right? So for all those cases, if you just remove there, if you remember, we used less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. If you just remove this equal to, those will be converted into small notations. That's it. So everything is the same as big notations. Just we take strictly increasing or monotonically increasing cases, and equal cases are not allowed. So we will not be considering the equal cases. Okay. So if you take a small example, here we took given f of n equal to 2 power n, then prove f of n equal to theta of n square. Okay. So here you assume n equal to 1. So it will be 2n is equals to n square. So if you assume n equal to 1, it will be 2 and 1. For 100 it will be 200 and it will be 100 into 100, that will be a lot. 1000 it will be 2000 and this will be a lot, right? So always n square is greater. So you can say that our f of n, the given function, is greater than this, sorry, is less than this. So this is greater than this. So f of n is a less than big O of n square. So basically these kind of questions or these kind of, this is small O guys, please remember that's not big O, that is small O. So here if you assume this was my underline, there is no equal to symbol, less than or equal to. So in big O notations we'll be using with equal to. Okay, so this is just a small idea of smaller notations. So basically these are given in terms of competitive exams just to confuse students. Okay, so I hope everyone got a clear idea on this small notations. Okay, so the next topic of this continuation or the next subtopic of this chapter will be the elementary data structures. So please revise. We have already created videos on these topics. Those are nothing but stack and queue. I'll be just giving you a small introduction, don't worry about that. Okay, so basically what is a stack? Okay, so we will be saying stack of books, right? So whatever is kept latest can be taken out first. So whenever there is any kind of record correction and all those times, we want our book to be on the top because it will be corrected as fast as possible. So the same logic is for stack. That is nothing but a last in first out. Whatever comes last will be coming out first. That's it. Okay. So last in first out, I have explained the concept really clearly in our previous data structures playlist. You can find it in unit 2. Okay. So similarly for queue is nothing but your cinema hall queues or any kind of queues. Whoever comes first will be getting the ticket first. So first in, he will be coming first out. So that is nothing but for queue. So these are the two concepts that you should revise, even though these two are not in the syllabus, but the textbook and everywhere, those are repeated again just to revise the things. Okay, so if you consider the time complexity for those, stack and queue, both complexities are almost the same. Searching takes a big O of n for both because each and element should be compared one after the other. Insertion in a stack, okay, I'll be just saying that also. Insertion in stack will be taken at the top and deletion will be taken at the top. So basically there is nothing to change, like I no need to search for particular element, so it will be big O of 1, so that's nothing but a standard step. Delete the first element, that's it, whatever it might be. Similarly for queue also it will be the topest element. Okay, so similarly we are also having the priority queue, sorry, priority stack and queue. Okay, so even we are having a priority queue and priority stack, so in which you will be checking, I think priority stack is not there, I'm a bit wrong. So priority queue is there. So basically in priority queue you will be selecting a particular element to delete. This will be saved and you can delete this. So in that situation the time complexity of deletion may increase. Okay, so I hope everyone got a clear idea on some elementary data structures. Please revise those videos and come back. And small notations. Okay, so in the next lecture we'll be starting with heap and heap sort. So what is a heap? We'll be introducing it and we will be going through the algorithm with an example so that it will be clear for you. So let us meet in the next tutorial. Thank you. Thanks for watching.